Friends, at the sound of this water flowing and some of the traffic as well in the background, I greet you from Seville. This is a lovely city, very close to my heart. Seville is a beautiful city, gorgeous, spacious. My first long visit to Seville was in the Expo 92. Though I have been to Seville before that and have been many times, more than dozens, hundreds of times after that, I still love Seville. I still cherish those alleys and the old city of Seville. It is precious. And it reminds me of Ibn Zaydun, one of our Andalusian poet Ibn Zaydun, who was in Cordoba in a prominent position, yet because of conspiracies against him, he was imprisoned and then he escaped here into Seville, and he lived in Seville with a great honor as well. Yet he still remembered Cordoba, and he wrote some of the wonderful poetry of Cordoba and in other poetry. One of his famous is what we call نونية أطحت تنائي بديلا من ترانينا وناب عن طيب الأقيانا تجافينا غيظ العدا من تساقينا الهوى فدعوا بأن نضص فقال الدهر آمين. His love for Cordoba was amazing. He loved Cordoba so much, so it was on his heart. Even during the time he left Cordoba and came to this beautiful city. Still he remembers Cordoba very, very well in his poetry, in his thinking, and he died here in Seville. Nevertheless, Seville was liberated from the Muslim occupation in the year 1248. That was long before the final expulsion of the Muslim invaders in the year 1492 in Granada. Seville enjoyed the freedom, starting rebuilding Andalusia, Spain, for its own inhabitants, los españoles, the Spanish people. So this is Seville, Andalusia, and I will continue with you with some of the landmarks of Seville with the little comments. So please stay tuned with me. This picture is La Giralda, the tower for the cathedral in Seville. Very famous. For those who know Marrakesh in Morocco, this is exactly typical to Al-Qutubiyya, the mosque Al-Qutubiyya in Marrakesh, the same architect. By Seville Cathedral and this other place, maybe two other places, we find this horse and carts for the tourists. Spaniards are quite religious in a way, as Christians, so this is the El Virgen de Macarena. Not confuse it with the song, Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena. So this is the Virgen de Macarena. in Seville. Typically, in the parade, like in the Pascua, the Semana Santa, the Holy Week, the procession will have the statue of Virgin, the Virgin, and statues of Jesus crucified, as we see here. In the cathedral itself, we have the tomb of Christopher Columbus. Then we come to many other architectures. Here we have the columns, arches. Seville is not void of good parks, fascinating greenery, and ample space for people to go around. And you cannot hit Seville without knowing about the flamenco, enjoying the flamenco. Here we have flamencas, the dresses the girls put on to dance the flamenco. So they are called flamencas. So this is the flamenco dancer. You have options of going to a show, what they call a show. But better still, you find in the calle, in the streets, a street dance. Someone in various celebrations, you may find ladies and girls dancing flamenco, with men as well, with tap dance, dancing flamencos or Sevillana. One place in Seville to remember, maybe as cheap, you go and you pay for a drink and you find authentic and flamenco. That is La Carbonera, if you remember that name, La Carbonera. I love this place in Seville. It used to be called Plaza Encarnacion, that place of incarnation or square of incarnation, where they were digging for the metro station, and they stopped because they found an archaeological site of so many things from the time of the Muslims and the Romans and earlier civilizations. By the river Guadalquivir, you pass by El Torre Oro, the golden tower, and that goes back to the time of the Muslims in Seville, in Andalusia. This one, it used to host some governmental building. I remember going there for some paperwork in the past. And then you have Guadalquivir, the river in Seville that is passing through Seville. Amazing, beautiful, wide, and so much. The name Guadalquivir came from Arabic, the big river. So it is a Moroccan Arabic, actually. For non-Moroccans, do not recognize the name. This is fishing by Guadalquivir as well. It is beautiful, it is accommodating, and really, really serene to sit there. Early morning, I used to love it. Early morning or late afternoon, just by the dusk, a little light. It is very serene, very tranquil. The metro in Seville. Spain is served by a good network of buses and trains and flights, number of airports, and this is one of the famous bus stations in Seville. It is wonderful. Seville is well connected to the rest of the country. And yes, if you are into drink, you are in Seville, I mean, and you enjoy a drink, it could be good to end the evening in a glass of red wine from the region. After watching this, please subscribe and like to receive the others. I will continue on the file of Andalusia. You have Daniel. I love you so much, and I look forward to seeing you in other videos. Cheers. Thank you.